She's not going to try and get out of there.
She will. She'll stick her little paws under the door, but.
Let me out. She's so cute.
She is. She knows it. Again. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda. Today we have Matthew Smith with us. How you doing, Matthew?
Yeah, good.
Matty?
Yeah.
So
Matthew.
yeah, Matthew.
Yeah.
I love it because we were talking before we got started here, and you have to keep in mind how people are going to find you and Google you when you're starting out. I've heard that about a lot of bands and people. So of course there's how many Matthew Smiths is the problem, right?
Yeah, 1 million or more. Yeah.
And you don't have anything to do with Doctor Who.
No, I don't. No. I wish. Yeah. In the TARDIS. So.
There you go. Well, this is kind of
it's always it's a bit like that.
But anyway, congratulations on your new album.
Thank you.
It's called Matthew Smith.
Yeah.
It's just been out a couple of days now, hasn't it?
Yeah, since Friday, yeah. So.
And you had your kind of opening show at here in Auckland?
Well, we did one in Christchurch.
Yep.
Yeah. So the one up here was just more of a acoustic of me, yeah. So we'll hopefully come back up in August and do a big show with a band, yeah.
Yeah? What kind of band do you travel around with?
Well, there's a 6-piece band we had in Christchurch. So I had...
Crikey.
Yeah. You know, bass, keys, backup singer, drummer, another guitarist. She's a singer as well. And then I had trombone player.
Cool.
Yeah. Who's got an identical twin.
You have to come back up with the full crew. And
he's got an identical twin who lives in Auckland and he plays trombone.
All right. How do you know? Have you seen them both in the same place at the same time?
No. But he plays with the Auckland Philharmonic.
Ah, great.
And he plays trombone, and they're both identical twins, and they both play trombone. So
pretty cool.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah. So you're from down south, from Ashburton.
Yes.
And give us a little, for those of us up north here who are city slickers, although I did grow up in a small town, but that's beside the point.
Yes.
What was growing up down in Ashburton kind of like for you?
It's pretty small. I guess maybe 15,000 people at the time.
Ah, that's big. The town I grew up in was 500 people.
Yeah, well, that's pretty small.
And we didn't live inside it. We
so
were
it's
like
a town, you know. It's not like a village. 500 would be a village, you know. No, it's small. There's a lot. It's rural around. There's a lot of farms, dairy farms and stuff, conversions and things now. So yeah, there was always that aspect of it, like you know.
So do you find that environment kind of creeps into the music?
Yeah, well, you walked everywhere. You know, you walked to college and stuff from a young age. You know, and it just the distances weren't that far. You played rugby, and you know, you did all those kind of country things. Yeah. So yeah, of course, that influenced me growing up. I find sometimes country life can be very like lonely, and being out on a big farm, you know, the vastness of the space and things can be quite isolating, but in a good way as well. Yeah, gives you time to think and things.
You have time to think.
But yeah, in the middle of a paddock somewhere, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And folks may know you from the fact that you were in a band previously to doing the solo thing. Yeah. The band was called Von Voin Strum?
Yes.
So what made you make the change from one to the other?
There's a number of things. I mean, the band just kind of came to an end, as things do. Everything kind of ends. So, that was a gradual kind of process. A few different members and things. And then, people moving away and things. So, just the usual band stuff,
right?
I guess. And I always wrote, I always write, and I just carried on.
Sound-wise, is there a big difference between what you were doing before?
Definitely, yeah. So that was a rock and roll band, you know. Yeah. But I mean, there's only so long you can go on talking about, you know, trying to score chicks and, you know, drink booze and stuff.
Tell that to Mick Jagger.
Yeah, exactly. Well, right? So yeah. But I mean, for me, you know, it kind of got to a point where I was like, come on now. Yeah.
All righty. Well, we're going to hear you do a few tunes while you're here.
Yeah.
The first one is off of the album. It's called Black Heart Blue.
Yeah.
Now I know you have just a little bit you can tell me about this.
Yeah. I like to leave songs up to people to make their own minds. I think it's better that way. I mean,
right.
I've heard people talk about their own songs, and you're like, man, I didn't know that. You know, it kind of ruins the illusion. You know, right. When you're younger, you're like, oh, you know, it must be about this and that, and then they talk about it, you're like, oh. I'm taking the dog for a walk or something, you know. It was like #1 hit, you know. Yeah. But I mean, Black Heart Blue was written before the you know, before like a pre-Quake thing. It was written in like 2010, so it's an old song. So yeah, just about my whole life, what was going on around that time. Yeah.
All right.
One of those stream of consciousness kind of things.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, let's give it a listen, and we'll come back and talk some more.
Shed a light for the secrets I told you not to despise. Make yourself at last, it seems. You're always in my eyes. But Charlotte seems to wake herself at night. If you find your head, don't ever turn. We'll wait for us if we need you. Will you come back soon? And I would die for you. Bleed my black heart blue. And Sarah said she never knew the words. While I wait, an operating room, the surgeons are all blue. Wait for you. Well, I never knew my son well. To be true, he was never born. And it hurts to think you were the one. And now you are gone. But I would die without you. And bleed my jealous heart blue. I wait for this force of nature. Nothing more than a recollection of what I should have had and what I could have had. I would die for you. Bleed my jealous heart blue.
Righto, we're back here with Matthew Smith. We've just heard Black Heart Blue from his new debut album. It's just been released. And we're going to hear another song which isn't on the record. So,
yeah, bit of a teaser.
A teaser. Is it a relatively new song? Do you have a lot of songs that are kind of rattling around that haven't got any place to go yet?
Yeah, I think with the first album, that album, we had about 25 songs. And so cut that down to about 12, recorded 12, and then a couple of them weren't working. And so we ended up with the 10 on there. So
and what usually happens with a song that's determined not to be working?
Oh, well, there was one we did. It was called "Bathe in the Light," and it just, didn't. It was all about feeling on the album.
Right.
It was a lot about trying to. It wasn't predetermined before we came in, all the songs, so they grew in the studio.
Right, and you recorded with Ben Edwards?
Edwards, yeah, of course.
Littleton.
The sitting room, Littleton Records and that, yeah. So it grew in there, and you know, it changed quite a lot. Some of the songs changed heaps, and so that was really good. I thought that was great. That was a great process. I mean, it worked. And so if something had a feeling or a vibe to it, then we rolled with that, and we teased it out to its end, and then it came from that. So there's a lot of songs that didn't make it. I mean, there's a lot of songs I've written since then. I'm ready to record a new album, but this is the album, you know.
Right.
This is the album. So Bucket Spider I wrote while we were recording.
Right.
So I think we had a guy, Rod Cross, laying down trombone at the studio at the time, and there was a big bucket. I'll tell you a story about it. Yeah. There's a big bucket beside the studio, you know, full of water. Big square bucket, not a circular bucket. There's a big spider in it, hence Bucket Spider. But I'm really scared of spiders. I don't like them, they really give me the creeps. And I said to Ben, I said, oh, there's this massive spider, you know, we're in Littleton, big harbour. He goes, oh yeah, they live in the water. Down in the harbour, you know, the real big ones, and they live in there. And I was like, oh man, this is getting real creepy. And I dropped a pebble down beside it because it looked like it was dead. Right. And didn't move. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, maybe it's playing dead. And so like, I was there for 12 days. Every day I come back and I'd like nudge the bucket, and it started moving. It was still alive. And I was like, oh my God. I was freaking out. And Ben was like, oh, you got to let it go, you know, you got to get it out of there. It's obviously fallen in there and got stuck. And I was like, nah, kill it, you know, just let it die. I don't want to touch it. I don't want anything to do with it. And in the end, I got really guilty, and I tipped the bucket over real slowly and poured it out. And there's all these kind of rocks at the side of the studio, and I poured it out, and I must have slipped, or the water must have come out too fast, and it killed it, crushed it against the rocks. And I was like, oh, so
after all that,
it was like 3 or 4 days, you know, this thing was alive underwater, which is like in itself like pretty crazy, and killed it. It must have been pretty weak or something, and I was gutted. I was really upset. You know,
generally spiders are a good thing to have around. They eat all the other bugs.
Yeah, you know, and I was really gutted. I was like, man, I'm just such a horrible person. And
well, don't beat yourself up.
I know, because they scare me so bad. You know, I just and so I sat down, and it was just written about the spider and the time I was having at the studio. Yeah.
An ode to a spider. All right, let's give it a listen.
Spider,
Bucket
you know?
Spider, fantastic.
Tell the years I wanted more. Coming back across the water. How you tell me that the yearning you're feeling is real. And all I want, I love in turn. And all this on the other father's bottle burn me. Will you spare me another one again? Oh, the bastards. Oh, the bastards coming back again. And how to tell where the river bends. And all this heart is an illusion again. For the first time then, and I could tell that I wanted all my life. And a tale of wood within the trees, getting me out the water, please. Well, I hurt my head. Now I know there's rhythm on the edge. Oh no, the bastard. Oh no, the bastard is coming back again. show me more, I want to know. For this sun, I let it go. Well, this waterfalls, and it's far from the edge of what we know.
Okay, we're here with Matthew Smith. We've heard Bucket Spider, not to be confused with Boris the Spider. Do you know that one?
No.
By The Who.
Ah,
It was a classic B-side that John Entwistle wrote,
sweet.
where he did this big, scary spider voice. Not that spiders have a voice, but
Yeah.
on the record it does. But
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I like the Who. So yeah. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's from about 67 or so. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, back to more recent things. We're talking about some songs off of your new record.
Sure.
And as we mentioned, it's recorded down in Littleton with Ben Edwards.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have come back from there raving about the whole experience. How would you express what happens in the room there with Ben and his cohorts?
Yeah, well, I did. I mean, it was basically just Ben and my manager and the band, you know what I mean? He did all the engineering himself. He has another offsider there, but it was mainly just Ben. And it was great. As I said, we were there for 12 days. We'd done an EP the year before.
Right.
So that was like a 4-track EP we did there with a different band. Still under me, obviously, still songs that I wrote, but so that was a bit different, and then so that was a bit straighter, I think, and then this process here was a lot looser, less rigid. I mean, the place itself is up on the hill there. As you come through the tunnel, you go left with whatever, if you know where Littleton is, and so it overlooks all the harbour. You know, you can do all your recording and sing all your vocals and stuff like that, looking out the window at all the ships, you know, big shipyard and stuff. It's pretty incredible, all the hills around, and so it's great. There's the old Quail Island, which is the old leper colony, which is in the middle there, where they used to quarantine all the lepers, you know, so bit of history. So it's great. It's really, it's a really conducive atmosphere.
Right. So you're planning on going on the road with the full band at some point later on this year, is that right?
Yeah, we're hoping to do that in August. So we want to come up and do maybe some showcase show up here.
Right.
It's just about getting all the, you know how it is with the bands. You know,
You're getting
like
everybody around?
Trying to herd cats, yeah. So, I mean, and that's fair enough. Everybody has their own schedules, you know. But it is quite difficult getting everyone together. And then getting them up here is another thing in itself. So yeah, it's just logistics. But we will be doing a show up here, showcase show, and then we'll be touring around.
Cool.
Doing some of the other centres around, New Zealand,
All right. So we got one more song to hear. It is called No Turning Back.
Yeah.
What can you reveal about that one without giving away too much?
No. Well, as I said, I mean, I like people to make their own opinions. But this one came about, I think I was thinking a wee bit about someone who has a lot of money. They decide they want to give it all, you know, help people out, give it to charity, or, you know, help people less fortunate than themselves, and maybe their circle of friends turning on them a wee bit, and not being happy with them giving money to people less fortunate, you know. Why would you do that? you know, like, and that not fitting in with their kind of their lifestyle, and then them thinking he's crazy and lost his mind and stuff. So it's a wee bit about that. That's the thought I had when I was writing it anyway. I kind of tend to write in a stream of consciousness. I'll play guitar, you know, I'll sit there looking out the window, and then I'll just play and sing, and if something comes about it, I'll continue to write and create around that. And if I like it, it's you know, it's more if other people like it, whether I like it, you know what I mean? And everybody's usually pretty nice about things. My girlfriend's usually like, oh, it's really good. I really like it. And I'm like, what about this one? I really like it. You know? So yeah, but she's lovely. So so that was the feeling around it, and I think that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, well, let's give it a listen. Good luck with the album.
Yeah.
We'll look to see you come back up here maybe later in the year.
Yeah, of course.
Catch up to you again.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Well, you lost another favor, something that you never done. With you and all the world's to labor, there's nothing that you've ever done. All the comforts feel like nothing anymore. When I come back wanting at your door, and the headlights pouring through your window now. When you're coming back, are you making love? It's not love. When you and all your friends are indisposed, something that you never did. You're a fighter for freedom from your lynching mob, with something that you can't admit. And it's costly, tearing down all the walls you made. Still you rip them out like there's something stale. And you want to be that one you're dreaming of, though it's nothing more than this fleeting glimpse. Now it's gone. No, I can't hear you anymore. My love, no, I can't give you anymore. Well, you be that as you want to, be that as you want to, that as you want to. Be that as you want to, be that as you want to, you be that as you want to. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now the comforts feel like nothing anymore. When I come back wanting at your door, and the headlights pouring through your window now. When you come in back and you're making love,